Tom Rock.
James, how was practice today? And I ask you that because you're one of the only guys who's been on every practice so far this season. Were you aware of that streak, and what does that mean to you?
Yeah, somebody showed me that with a post about it yesterday. Um, I mean, I like to think that I'm a durable player. I like to show up, week in and week out, and be there for the team. So I'm just glad I was able to be a full participant in all the practices. That's tough in the NFL.
What was today's practice like? It was obviously the last full practice for this team.
I mean, it was typical of any other Friday that we have. We made sure that we got our work in. We went over the plays that we needed to see. Of course, guys had a little fun with the snow afterwards, diving in there, throwing snowballs around. But it was a typical Friday as far as practice.
Tom Canavan.
James, what makes Terry McLaurin such a tough receiver?
I think his speed and explosiveness is what makes him a very tough receiver. And you add in the fact that he's able to catch the ball well, wherever the quarterback throws it. You add that with speed and explosiveness, you pretty much got an elite receiver.
I mean, when you guys played him last time, he had like 11 catches for like 107 yards. I mean, that doesn't seem like big numbers. I mean, is that acceptable?
That's definitely not acceptable. You never want to have a receiver over 100 yards, when you're facing them. Yeah, it wasn't acceptable on our behalf.
Yeah, because I figured, 10 yards a pop isn't bad in the sense that if he's so explosive.
He did. We have a lot of targets. Of course, your opportunity to create more yards, it goes up. 10 yards per pop isn't. It isn't bad. But to have 100 yards, you never want a receiver to have that. So just looking at that, we don't want that to happen again. Of course, we limited explosive passes, but he had too many passes.